Yeah, we voted for Trump in 2016, 2020, and 2024. We live in the Florida Panhandle, and we thought that this would be good for our business, but we're finding out now that we were wrong, and I want to publicly say that we are regretting our votes at this point. My husband and me own a construction company, and we literally do not have workers anymore. Most of our workers are from Mexico, and they're good, hard workers. I talked to a few of them, and they said they were just too scared to come back to work because of all the raids. Our construction company is likely to go out of business now, and we don't know what we're going to do, but we're never voting for a Republican again. Ron DeSantis and Trump have been passing laws that negatively affect our business, and I just want to say that I'm sorry for voting for him. I grew up Republican, and it's all I've ever known, but now I can see that me and my whole family have been very wrong about this. So we hope that 2026 comes and we can take back the House and the Senate and stop him from what he's doing. There's a special election coming up in Matt Gaetz's district, and we're going to do everything we can to advocate for a Democrat taking that seat.
I'm on my way to get gas because gas prices are about to skyrocket, and I just told my Trump supporter grandma to go get gas because gas prices are about to go up. And she was like, oh shit. No shit. No shit. No shit.
By now, prices have gone down. I know it. I know the prices have gone down by now. Because President Trump said on day one, well, you can't do anything on day one. So, 2 weeks, that's enough time. There's a bird flu, and Biden killed 5,000 billion chickens. He did. It's not Trump's fault, okay? And who said that on day one that you were going to bring down prices? Nobody said that. No one would say that. So you can't blame Trump for any of that stuff.
I'm really starting to regret my vote. Don't pretend you didn't know it was going to go like this. Everyone knew. Wasn't expecting him to be anti-cancer funding. This is the exact same party who campaigned on defunding the Department of Education. This is the exact same party who year after year after year refuses to fund free school lunches for children. This is the exact same party who voted against removing BPAs, a known carcinogenic, out of baby bottles. And you are surprised that they're against funding cancer research? I mean, it's the Republicans. They're trying to actively get rid of the polio vaccine. Your party is anti-intellectual. They do not like science, and you're surprised that they don't want to fund cancer research? Your guys' party is against any social programs for absolutely anyone. They don't want to help anyone or anything except themselves. You have voted billionaires into office, and you are surprised that they don't want to fund cancer research. Wow, this is the biggest, funniest, most bestest FAFO moment, isn't it? When you guys are crawling back simply because you're realizing, oh my gosh, voting for that man was absolutely... Anyways, my name is Mercedes Chandler. Give me a follow or you won't see my faces again. Thank you, bye.
Inflation is hitting hard, and right now prices are skyrocketing. We have started seeing some videos of MAGA people regretting, questioning what they did, asking what is happening. And we've also seen some other MAGAs who are saying that we are not regretting. We are proud of what we did. We are proud of our vote. So it's right now something very confusing, but we are in the FAFO season. You cannot deny that we are in the FAFO season. It's a time of finding out when you F around. What's up, folks? Welcome to the channel. For those of you who are new here, I am Fikazo. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for sharing this video. Please don't go without giving us your thoughts in the comment section. It's a FAFO season. It's another FAFO episode. Today we are going to discuss how prices are rising up.
Oh my god, the eggs are so expensive. It is Donald Trump's fault. Wait a minute, perhaps goods are determined by more than just who heads the executive branch of the United States. Perhaps prices have always increased in spite of what any president has told me because corporations have to make a profit. Perhaps corporations come up with various excuses to make sure I do not question their authority. Maybe corporations are what controls my government after all. I will never actually be a billionaire. It is propaganda that is being fed to me. This is to keep me in an endless cycle of consumption that keeps me complacent and quiet about real problems facing me. I see that I am being distracted from real material needs that affect me and my community by being told that bathrooms matter, and that the gender ideology is the real problem facing this country. That is a lie. Perhaps now I will join a union because union dues are infinitely better than being given no time off or health care and having my wages being kept low. I will also refuse to support presidential and otherwise political candidates if they do not support pro-worker legislation.
Hey y'all, so I've been seeing it float around that there are some MAGAs who actually do regret voting the way that they did. And what I have to say about that is good. Because honestly, the more you regret the thing that you've done, the more uncomfortable it is for you to sit with it, the more likely you are to remember this for next time. Maybe you're finally going to admit to yourself, I was wrong. Maybe you're finally going to admit to yourself, other people were right. Maybe you're going to admit to yourself, I made a huge mistake. I never should have done that. Maybe you will finally admit to yourself, I got taken in. I fell for a con. Maybe also you will admit to yourself that you don't care about anyone or anything unless it directly involves you. Maybe you'll finally admit that all of the people who were fighting for the cushy life that you had been living are the exact people whose lives you voted against. Maybe you'll finally realize how complacent you'd become. And maybe you'll finally realize, yeah, you know what? I actually was/am racist. Maybe you'll finally admit that you had been living with bigotry and racism up until that point, or maybe even now still. And maybe you're going to finally realize that what we're all facing now, you included, is not how we want to live. So yes, good. Regret it. Be uncomfortable. Sit with that because nobody's going to have any sympathy for you. You're going to sit with that all alone and you're going to have to face some hard truths. And I really hope that this experience changes you for the better. Because honestly, if it doesn't, then you kind of truly are a lost cause. Meanwhile, everybody else, what do we get to say? I told you so.
Quick question for MAGA. When was the last time you guys heard anything about the price of eggs or the price of gas or no tax on tips or no tax on overtime? Because I've been kind of scouring through all kinds of news sources, including Fox, and I just haven't heard much of that. Although I have heard about things like the renaming of oceans or bodies of water and buying literal countries. I've also seen things like having eyes and ears in Hollywood, of all places. And there seems to be a lot of hand-holding going on with President Xi Jinping. So what happened to the groceries and the gas? Do you guys know? Because we all know that you voted for a more affordable America and that you're not racist at all, and all those good things. Like, we know that you were just trying to really help out the country. And obviously, Trump said those would be priorities. So let me know in the comments where I can find the information.
Some people think it's enough to put the prices down, but I don't believe 2 weeks could be enough to put the prices of goods on down. For example, you cannot change something quick like that because it takes process. So that is the hope some people have, that things will change. And to put the prices down, as we've seen, China has also put tariffs on US goods, which means the goods that are coming from China, they are going to be to raise the price. And the goods that are going to China, they're going to be charged a tax of 15%. Okay, so the goods from China to US is 10%, but China have say that they're going to put 15% of tariffs. This is something where people, they don't know much about it, but tariffs will affect a lot of people. Some people will lose jobs because of tariffs. Yes, because some companies will not afford to pay the workers. Yeah, so they will just do what? They will cut down numbers of the workers because of the tariffs, and it will create like the export of US is going to be taxed, while also the import is going to be taxed. So once the import comes into the country, it means the prices will go high. And remember, majority of goods coming from China, okay, and China have the tariffs. So that's on the side of tariffs. And we've seen a lot of things DT has done, from the USAID. So USAID was like a big organization that was helping a lot of people across the world. But right now, people are crying. So which I told you before that Trump will not affect Americans only, will affect even a lot of people. So many people were hired by USAID. But right now, I've seen a report whereby they're going to cut down 3,000 workers, which means they're going to remain with only 300. Some offices have closed. Some hospital in Africa, I've seen videos, have closed down. I'm telling you, some hospitals has closed down because those hospitals were aided by USAID. So right now, they're not working. They're not working. Just in few days when the guy is in the office, so he's changing a lot of things. And some MAGAs are happy because of what's happening. Yeah, they are happy because what he's doing, they are agreeing with him that he's doing the right thing. So the effect of USAID is going to affect a lot of people, mostly African countries who have been some projects have been depending on the USAID, so it's gonna be affected more. So which comes to the global effect, you see. So Trump is bringing revolution. This is what I'm saying. There are some things that people were used to, but right now they're not going to access because of what he's doing. What he said from day one, he's going to fight inflation, which is also affecting right now. It's affecting people. Yeah, you can see it. So there is hope that the guy is going to do it because also what he's doing is showing him like he's a serious man. He's very serious. Whether it affects people, whether it's not, but he's very serious on putting into action what he said. This is what people are just not seeing. People are saying that DT have betrayed us, but you guys have never betrayed you. He told you the truth. He said on the first day he's going to deport you. He's going to deport illegal immigrants and criminals. And that's what he said. So he put it in action already. So he's just delivering what he said. Could you tell me anything in the comment section what he said he's not working on it? Because this is what people have to know, okay? It's not going to change. It's gonna be 4 years. 4 good years. So whether you agreed, whether you're not, the guy is going to do it. He's going to put in action whatever he said. Just, it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. Yes. So there are a lot of countries which were depending on US. Right now, they are shaking, because he has already cutted the support. So that's what he said. He's putting in action. So some MAGAs are regretting, those who are seeing what's going on, but also some are not. They are proud. They're saying that we are proud. I think you've seen videos. There are a lot of videos where they say, no, we are proud of what he's doing. He's doing the right thing. And of course, I can say that he's putting in action what he said. So there is no room of judgment. There is no room of saying, no, things like that. No way. Because he's putting in action what he told you before. But people never realize that he'll put in action what he said. From the Latinos who were saying, no, he will not deport us. He will not deport our friends. He will not deport illegal immigrants. But have you seen farmers are regretting? And some of those farmers voted for it. So it means they were not sure. They don't have a clear image of what the guy's saying. But he gave you but he showed you everything. He showed you what he's going to do. You see? All right. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Let's catch up in the next episode. See you. Bye-bye.